Welcome to Cavaletto Studios. I'm Chris. This 30-minute, heart-opening, gentle yoga is an on-the-floor short practice. We will focus on postures to expand the chest and open the heart, leaving you feeling more relaxed and open. You'll need your mat and possibly yoga blocks and a blanket to assist. So let's get started. We will begin in a Sukhasana, an easy seat. Feel free to sit on a block or blanket, sitting up nice and tall. Let's check in with the posture. Align those ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Pull the elbows in towards the rib cage and bring your palms upward on your thighs and bring your first finger and thumb together. If you're comfortable, we're going to close our eyes. We're going to focus in on our breath, breathing in, feeling the chest expanding, feeling the belly expanding, and then as you exhale, feel the belly retract, feel the chest relax, shoulders relax, and repeat that again, inhaling, and then slowly exhaling. Continuing that pattern, slow, gentle, long, deep breaths. Feel the body relaxing, feel a calmness washing over you. Check in again with that chest, heart space, lengthening through the spine. Notice if your shoulders are rounded or if you can pull them back and open. One more breath. And then bring the palms together to heart space. Go ahead and let your eyes drift open. Lift the elbows, shoulders down, pressing the palms together. And as we breathe and think about our practice today, remember we're going to open the heart. We're going to take our time and be gentle. Just let go of any hurts, distrust, just letting it go. And then press those palms together and gently breathe in and press the palms up. Look up at the hands. And then exhale, hands to heart. Let your chin tuck down towards your chest. And then inhale, lift up, pressing the palms. And then exhale, palms back down together to heart space. One last time, inhale. Look up at the hands. Exhale back down. And then find your neutral spine. And we're going to inhale the arms up, but keep looking forward. And then exhale over to the right side, keeping the left hip down, reaching it over. Take an inhale, lift up through the center, and then exhale over to the left side, softening the elbow. Inhale, lift, tap the fingers over your head. Exhale to the right. And then one more time. Inhale, lift, touch the fingers. Exhale to the left. This next inhale, we're going to come up through the center again. Tap the fingers and then twist to the right. Reaching your left hand to the right thigh. Lengthen and turn. Notice what's going on in the back. So find your breath here. After your next exhale, you'll take an inhale and rotate through the center, reaching the arms up. Tap the fingers, exhale all the way to the left, lengthening through the spine. Again, notice what's going on in the back, the shoulders, maybe even the neck. And then take an inhale, reach it all the way up. And then exhale over to the right side, and then lift your left arm up and over. Let your right elbow soften and bend. Now take that top left arm, and I want you to bring it slowly down behind your back. The palm is up, and you're sliding that arm behind the back. Not forcing anything. Then let your right ear drift slightly towards your right shoulder, and then draw the chin towards the chest, and then back up, lift the chin, and draw it down, lift the chin, draw it down, just stretching out the left side of the neck, lift, and lower. Never forcing anything. One more time. Keep the chin down towards the chest. Release the arm from behind the back. Reach it over your left ear to the right side. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. And then inhale, lift all the way up and just flow to the left side, reaching that right arm over. Find your breath. Now that top right arm, you're going to slowly turn your palm backwards, thumb towards the floor, slide that right arm behind your back. Notice the difference. So we're really stretching out the neck and all the connective tissue going down into that chest here. Draw it, let your head fall towards your left ear just enough that you start to feel that stretch, and then lift the chin and then lower it towards the chest wall. And again, lift and lower. You don't want to feel any pinching or pain here. Make adjustments as needed. You might feel that stretch right down through the front lateral side of that right neck, side of the neck. It is your sternocleidomastoid stretching out. It's a long word to say. One more time, up and down, and then we're going to draw the chin to the chest. Good. Slowly release the arm behind the back. Reach it over your head to the left, and then take a breath in. Reach the arms all the way up to the top, and then exhale, palms to heart space. Press the walls away. Take a breath in. Turn your palms up, thumbs towards the back. Inhale one more time up. And then exhale, fingertips forward, transitioning to tabletop. So you're going to bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees under hips. Spread out those fingertips. If you need to put a blanket or more padding underneath your knees, feel free. We'll be on our knees for quite a bit in this practice. So spread out those fingertips, pull those shoulders away from the ears, press into the tops of the feet. Let's find our cat-cow. So you're going to exhale, round through the back, tuck your chin into your chest, push through the tops of your feet, and then as you inhale, lift your head and your tailbone, arching through the back, and then exhale, round, and then inhale, lift and open. Notice what you feel in the rib cage. Exhale, round, and then inhale one last time. And then exhale, round. Good. Finding your neutral spine. Now from here, you're going to slide your right hand a little bit in front of your right shoulder. Lift your left palm up, and we're going to slide it underneath the right arm. So you're going to come down to threading the needle. You're going to lower to your right shoulder. Yes, where are we? We're on our right shoulder. Walk that left hand, I had it backwards. Walk your left hand all the way in front. That's all right, I'm human, we all make mistakes, right? So your left arm's out in front of you, your right hand is underneath threading the needle. Now there's a few options here. So you're really stretching out that right back of the shoulder, wiggle those fingers of the right hand, pressing into the left hand way out in front of you, so you're stretching your left armpit. A little more advanced if you would like, you can extend the left leg behind you, toes on the floor, and you can also lift that leg without falling over. You can lift it as high as you want, using those core muscles. It's a great way to warm up the core. I'll give you one other option if you aren't lifting your leg or if your knee is bent. You can also take that top left arm and slide it behind the back and try to grab hold of your thigh. And you can even do that with the leg extended. And then slowly, if your arm is behind your back, we're going to unwind it. Bring the hand to the floor, bring your leg in so the knee is bent. Use that left hand to press yourself up, coming back to our tabletop. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. This time you're going to take the right hand, you're going to reach it out in front on the mat. Turn your left palm up. Slide it down underneath so you're coming to your left shoulder. Walk that right arm way out in front of you. Wiggle those left fingertips. Option to extend your right leg behind you. Finding your breath, using those core muscles. Another option is to reach your arm behind your back. You can have the leg bent or straight, and you can even lift it if you'd like. Again, optional. Just warming up the core, warming up the muscles of the body. They tend to move better when we do. If your leg is up, we're going to bring it down. If your arm is behind the back, we're going to bring the hand back to the floor. Use that hand to gently press yourself back up into tabletop. And then just one cat-cow, stretching things out, round through the back. Push through the tops of the feet. And then inhale, arch the back. And then find your neutral spine. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And then we're going to come to child's pose. So knees apart, feet together. Slide those hips backwards. And then we'll walk the fingertips forward, bringing your head towards the mat. Then we're going to walk our palms together, thumbs up. And then draw your thumbs towards your neck, walking your elbows maybe a little forward, stretching through the tricep, the armpits. Another option is to flatten your hands towards your back. So again, you can have your palms together or onto your back. Whatever works for you. So you're feeling the stretch through the back and through the triceps and the shoulders, the armpits. Take a deep breath in, feel the belly expand between your thighs. And then slowly release those fingertips back to the floor, extending those arms out. Then we're slowly going to come all the way back up, gently drawing the knees under the hips. And this time you're going to tuck your toes under. And then I want you to walk yourself hands up, so you're coming all the way up to hero. So as you sit nice and tall on those knees and those toes, option to bring a block between your feet or even out to the side. We're going to take our right arm, we're going to lift it up as you start to lean back, either holding onto a block, or you can hold on to your left heel or ankle and reach your right arm over. So this is not about arching the back, it's about stretching through the hip flexors and the front of the body. So to open up the chest, we need to really open up through the hip as well. Our psoas fascially is attached to our diaphragm, which affects our breathing and affects our chest and space of the heart, how it opens. And then slowly inhale the arms up and rotate to the other side. So just take your block and move it, or reach to your right ankle, left arm up and over, and just noticing the difference on this side. Finding your breath, being mindful. So you're feeling that left hip and left side of the body stretching out. And then slowly rotate back to neutral. And then bring your fingertips behind your back, interlacing them, opening up, finding your chest expansion. Gently lifting the arms away from the body. We're not yanking or pulling. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the spine. Make sure you're not having the head come up too much or lean forward. Want to keep things in alignment. Then we're going to move another option. You can always have a block in front of you. And we're going to slowly lower our forehead to the floor, or you can use a block and even roll onto the top of your head and lift the arms. Find your breath. Please put your head on a block if this is too much. And then slowly roll back all the way up, lifting yourself, hands behind the back still, lifting them away from the back. Might be a little easier now. And then slowly release the hands, untuck the toes, sit back on your heels as you inhale up. And then extend your right hand to the floor next to you, side bend to the right. And then bring that left hand to the floor, side bend to the other side. And then we're going to come back to neutral, walking the hands forward. Here you might want to block as well. We're going to bring that right foot forward, coming to a low lunge. So if you use blocks, you would just have them, again, you can always have them next to you, and you can even prop them up higher if you need assistance. You can have something under that knee. But you want to make sure your hip is in front of that back left knee, and make sure your front right knee is over the ankle and not shooting too far forward. Then we're going to walk our hands up the thigh, making sure we're holding onto the thigh, not putting pressure on that knee. So we're feeling the stretch through that left hip. Let's draw the arms up, turn the palms to the front of the mat, and then bend the elbows. Pull them open, cactus arms. Feel the heart opening up all the way into that left hip flexor, finding your breath. Now let's straighten out the front leg, reach the arms to the sky, inhaling, and then exhale, hinge back into that lunge. Low lunge, knee on the floor, elbows open. Now you're going to take your left arm and you're going to rotate it all the way towards that right thigh. Press the palms together, get a nice little twist. Finding your breath. Stretching a little more down through that left hip flexor, pushing those hips forward. And then slowly releasing both hands to the floor, but on the inside of that right foot. And then slide that right knee back. And we're going to switch sides. So bring that left foot forward. If you need your hand behind it to maybe scoot it forward, that's totally fine. Use a block if needed. So slide those hips forward. So your hips are in front of that right knee. And then we're going to walk ourselves up. Again, holding onto the thigh, not the knee. And just notice the difference. Now your right hip flexor might be tighter than your left. That just means you're normal. And then we're going to slowly draw the arms upward, palms towards the front of your mat as you bend the elbows and open to heart space. Open up, finding your breath. Now we're going to straighten out the front leg, reach the arms up, and then bend back into that front knee as you open the arms again, finding those cactus arms. Feeling the stretch again through that right side, not forcing anything. Now let's bring the palms gently together and bring your right back of the arm to your left thigh. Press the palms together, get a nice little twist going. Feeling that stretch. Anybody notice a difference here? And then slowly releasing. And then bringing both hands on the inside of that knee. And then bring the knee all the way back, finding your tabletop. And then from here, we're going to walk our hands forward. And then shift your hips. So you're in a modified plank. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And then slowly start to lower, chaturanga. Lowering down towards the belly. Once you get to the belly, adjust so you're on the mat. You can rock your hips so your low back feels comfortable. You're going to place your right hand across the front of your mat. And then you're going to take your left arm out like a cactus arm right next to you. Good. And then just use that right hand to start to roll yourself gently into that left arm. Maybe bringing your head towards the floor for a moment. So we're going to slowly start to ease into that left shoulder. And you can draw it down or up, making it a little more challenging. Then you're going to take your right hand, press it on the mat, and start to roll your body just slightly to that left side. So you're going to feel the stretch through the chest wall, into that arm. Find your breath. We're going to roll back onto our belly, straighten the arm, and try the same thing. Roll slightly to the side just for a moment. And then back onto the belly, and then bend the elbow again. Walk the fingertips up, look over at the elbow, make sure it's parallel with, it's in alignment with that shoulder. Hand on the floor, rock yourself to the left side again, just slightly. If you're feeling a lot of pressure or tension on the pec muscles going into the arm from the chest, don't push so hard. And then slowly rotate back onto your belly. And then take that arm, that left arm, place it across your mat. Place your right arm at 90 degrees next to the body. And then just gently roll a little bit to your right side. And then bring it back. Bring that left hand next to you. Go a little deeper, but never forcing anything. Back onto the belly. Straighten out your right arm. Out to the side. Roll slightly onto your side. Right side just a little. That might be a little easier for you. And then back to belly. And then bend the elbow again back to 90 degrees. Make sure your elbow is in alignment with that shoulder. Head is down. Roll back towards that right side. Anybody notice the right side a little tighter? Wiggle those right fingertips. I know for me it's a lot tighter. And then roll back onto that belly. Now you're going to bring that right hand back in front of you, parallel with the front of your mat. And then you're going to take your left arm and you're going to reach it behind you. Bend your left knee. And you're going to hold on to that left foot. Now if you cannot reach your foot, you're welcome to roll onto your right side and bring it behind you. Or use a belt or a yoga strap. And you're going to kick your foot into your hand and lift halfway with the pushing through the right arm on the floor, half bow. Finding your breath. Feeling that chest opening up through that shoulder. And then slowly lowering your belly to the floor. Go ahead and release that foot. And then your arms are going to trade places. So bring your left arm to the mat. Reach your right arm back. Bend your right knee. Again, use a yoga strap or a belt if needed, or roll onto your left side. Start to kick your foot into your right hand. Use your left arm on the floor to lift your upper body. Find that stretch of the chest, the hip flexor, the belly, finding your breath. Notice the difference on the two sides. And then slowly lower all the way back to the floor. Good. Bring your chin down towards the floor or your forehead looking at the floor. You're going to now bend both knees and we're going to hold both feet. Now again, if you want a variation, you can use a strap or a belt. You can always flip back to just doing one leg at a time. Now first thing, before you kick your feet into your hands, lift the upper body, open up the chest, then start to kick your feet into your hands. And you can even rock side to side, or you can just hold steady. Looking forward, out in front of you, finding your breath for bow. Lengthening, looking forward, one more breath. And then slowly lower your knees to the floor, your belly, let go of your feet. Bring your hands next to the chest. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, push the floor away, sliding into your child's pose, your balasana. Knees apart, feet together, stretch out that low back. Just take your time moving into it very slowly, maybe shifting your hips, walking those hands forward. Maybe bring your fingertips to tent so you really stretch through the armpit and the shoulder. If you want to try walking your hands all the way together, bring the palms together again and draw the elbows towards the floor or forward and bring your thumbs to the spine or even hands flat. Might be a little easier now. One more breath. Reaching those fingertips forward, slowly slide yourself up and out of your child's pose. You can cross your legs or bring them to the side, coming to a seated position. And let's extend the legs nice and straight out in front of us. And then we're going to hug the right knee into the chest and then let it fall open, lengthen through the spine. We did a lot of heart opening. So we're going to do a little bit of grounding, stretching the back of the body. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, forward fold towards that left leg. And if you can't reach your toes, that's okay. You can have your hands on the floor, the thigh. You can always use a belt or a yoga strap. Let your head melt towards your knee. Finding your breath. One more breath. And then walk your hands up your thighs as you lengthen. Pull the right knee in, extend it out. And then hug that left knee in, slowly switching sides. And then let your left knee fall open. Flex the foot. On the right side, inhale the arms up. And then exhale, forward fold. Stretching into that right leg. This should feel so good. Checking in with that low back. One more breath. And then you'll walk your hands all the way up. You're going to bring both legs out in front of you. You're going to bend the knees, scoot forward, and put your feet about hip distance apart, and then plant your hands on the floor, fingertips facing the body. Open up the chest, and then press through your feet, reverse table. Opening up that heart, that chest, looking up at the sky. One more breath. And then you're going to lower your hips towards the floor, sending them forward towards your heels. And then slowly lift the feet off the floor. If you would like, you can keep them on the floor if you want. Slowly release the hands, finding your boat pose. Open the heart, open the arms, cactus arms. Rotate to the right. And then back the other way. And then hug the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze. And then place your feet on the floor. Slowly slide yourself all the way down into your Savasana. Relaxing the body, feeling the heart opening up. Palms are up. Checking in with the body, the back. And then you're going to bend your knees. Place your feet flat on the floor. Make adjustments if you need to. And then we're going to hug the knees into the chest. And then you're going to roll to either right or left side. And you're going to gently press yourself up to a nice tall seated position. Checking in with your spine and your heart. Align the chin, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And just feel how nice and tall you feel. Feel how open your heart is. Turn your palms up. Bring your first finger and thumb together and slide your elbows back. Find your breath. Close your eyes for a moment. Good. Bring your palms together. Press your thumbs towards your sternum. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, press the arms up. Exhale the palms together down. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.